Welcome back to Louisiana. I am Samuel, and today we're going to be talking about drones. I have my DJI Mavic Mini, and we're going to be talking about QuickShots and making the drone fly itself. This works with the DJI Mavic Mini and the Mavic Mini 2. So, let's get into the video. Yeehaw! So, if you were like me, you might have been flying your Mavic Mini, and you were probably wondering, I wonder if it's possible to make this drone track a subject and you follow its own path around a subject. And I actually didn't think it was possible, but then I looked up a little tutorial, and there weren't many of them in existence, but I found one from DJI that actually explained how to do it. And today, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how it's possible to make a DJI Mavic Mini follow a subject and fly around it in a preset path. It's actually not that hard, and it leads to some pretty cinematic looking shots, which are awesome because it makes the drone way more stable than you can ever achieve just flying with your own hands. So let's look at how to do this. So to take a quick shot, you have to be in the normal mode, which is called P mode in the DJI Fly app, and you also have to be of a height of at least 2 meters. Right now we're at 15 feet, which should be safe there. I'm pretty sure that's over 2 meters. So if you notice on your right side of your controls, you have a red record button, you have a little media button, and you have this little button up here which says FHD. That kind of shows what video mode you're in. Right now I'm just in the HD mode, so we're going to hit that. And it brings up a little dialog box. We have photo, we have video, and then we have QuickShots. We are interested in QuickShots because this is where you get all the tracking, the automations that the drone can do on its own. So we'll hit QuickShot, and then we have a little dialog box of some options. There's droning, and it has an arrow that kind of shows the drone will be flying at about a 45-degree angle up and away from our subject. We have rocket, which kind of shows the drone will be flying straight up. We have circle, which just means the drone will be circling around the subject. And we have helix, which means the drone will be circling, but each concentric circle will be getting larger and larger. So it's forming like a helix. So what we're gonna do right now is I'm hovering over this little mulch spot in the yard. So we're gonna go with rocket. And we're just gonna essentially have the drone fly straight up, and here we get to select our altitude. I'm gonna have it fly to 100 feet. So that's all our settings there. And we just tap the screen and the dialog box goes away. Now, to select our subject, it's quite simple. You just put your finger on the screen and then draw a little green box. So we just tap and then we'll draw a little green box like that, and it selects whatever's inside that box. If you wanna clear it, you hit that little X button and you just tap and draw your little box. And then, once you're ready to fly, all you have to do is hit start. And here we go with our quick shot. 3, 2, 1, and we have takeoff. You can see our altitude is increasing. Right now we're at 60 feet, so it's going up to its 100-foot altitude that I had selected. And there we go at 100 feet. So it flies up to 100 feet plus the altitude that you were at before, I think. So it went up to 112 feet right there. And then it returns right back to where you had it. So it's all quite simple for the drone to do all the flying on its own. You do need to make sure that you're flying in a clear spot, because of course you wouldn't want to fly up into a tree or something, but that's how the drone flies itself. So now we can mess around with some other settings here. To a little birdhouse, and we're gonna see if we can do a circle around it. So I'm gonna go back to my little mode button here. We're gonna go back to QuickShots, and we're gonna select circle. So here we get to select which way we want the drone to fly. If we want to fly to the left or fly to the right, we just have to tap on that side of the arrow. I want to fly to the left. We're gonna draw a little box around the birdhouse, and I think it selected it. So now we're ready to go. We just hit start, and 3, 2, 1, and then our drone starts flying around the birdhouse. So the way I selected the distance I want it to remain away from the birdhouse is just kind of how close I was when I flew up to it. It's flying out a little bit, probably because I wanted to increase that distance, but it holds its rotation very, very accurately, as you can see, and it just does a perfect little circle around that birdhouse, and it stays dead center in that frame. So I gotta admit, that circle around the birdhouse was really, really cool, but I think it'd be even cooler if we did the little spiral version. So I've now selected the helix, as you can see, just click on that, and we have the helix selected. And here you get to select the altitude that you want the drone to fly up to while it's completing the circle. So I think we're gonna fly up to about 60 feet. That's gonna be pretty high, but not super high, because if you go super high, then obviously everything's gonna be getting smaller in the frame. And since the birdhouse isn't that big, I think 60 feet is gonna be perfect. So we get to tap the screen and we select which direction we want to go. How about this time we go to the right, because we did the left the first time. Now we're just gonna select our little birdhouse right there, and we hit start, and we're gonna see what this helix looks like. We have the countdown, and then it's gonna start flying to the right, and it should be increasing its little circle radius, and also increasing a little altitude as it goes up, and it is, and that's looking way more cinematic than just a plain little circle around the subject. Now, once you're done recording QuickShots, and if you want to go back to taking normal photos or videos, you can just hit one of your record buttons and it will say button unavailable in QuickShots. So what you have to do is you have to go back to your little QuickShot button and you have to select either photo or video. Just go back to one. I just go back to video because that's kind of where I like to stay. And if you want to go back to photo, you can of course just hit your photo button and it'll swap you directly back. And you have normal control of your drone just as you're used to. Now, for our final test, I thought it'd be a little bit boring if we just had the drone flying around birdhouses and stuff. So I decided to do something a little bit cooler. Here I have my remote. We're gonna hit start and let's just see what happens. There's our little countdown, and now we're recording on the drone. It's doing a little drone mode. So it's gonna fly up and away from me. I forgot what altitude I set, but this should look pretty cool. I hope it doesn't hit those trees back there, but hey, if it does, it's just a little more excitement, right? So as you can see, that is how the DJI Mavic Mini drone QuickShots work. They're really nice when you want to be able to track something and have very stable flight when you're not, you know, controlling it yourself and kind of messing around with human error. So let's hope my drone comes back to me. It should be returning about now. But that's how you do this, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's get her done. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and maybe you'll learn some stuff about how to use your DJI Mavic Mini or Mavic Mini 2. If you tried any of these drone QuickShots, please let me know down below how it went and what you filmed, because that'd be really cool to see. And if you have any more other video ideas about stuff you'd like to see me do, please comment those down below. I'll see you in the next one. Share this video with your grandmother. Goodbye.